catch me in that 50 drive a crash side nigga in the game it won't stop. Back up, cause niggas know we hiccup. The 50 count their Legos, dumping out that Rigo. It's Rico, you know Nathan Knight from the North Pole. Packing niggas down for real, that's how I get that skrill.
Damn, I left my mask at home. Should I straight face this fool or just leave him alone? Nah, it ain't like that. It's the Louis crew, nigga, and I'm out to get fat. Fat is what I'm talking about, 100 G's or better. Witness it, they'll all get wetter. Nobody left to tell. All you snitch ass niggas get sent straight to hell.
I used to sell Yale on the streets of the 3Cs, but now I slang game on cassettes and CDs. I rips and flip cat with sacks of raw rap. Attack them sacks with steady flaps and jaw jack. I'm all that, and I got Mac Malls back. From with a 92, but now I got the ball back. And running suckers over with this RAP. Cause I'm the MVP and a G from the V. They can't see me cause I'm in too deep. Selling them $500,000 like my boy JT. And really representing that Northern Cali ho. I'm from the Crest, north side of Valley Joe. From the O, down to San Ho, up to Sacto, back to Frisco. Everybody know Mac Dre's a factor. Taking this rap thing to the next chapter. I rapped her, funky beats that rock ya. Made by Kyrie, brother of the rocker. I sock ya with these blows of game. That's potent like a joint of that Doja, man.
Doja, man. Doja, man. It's the Louis crew. Nigga never fuck with King.
Louis crew. I thought you knew.
What you gonna do when Chewy come for you?
The Louis crew. The Louis crew.
What you gonna do when Chewy come for you?
I ride by with my fists high in the sky.
And bust Chewy's and only smoke with the Louis.
I ride by with my fists high in the sky.
And bust Chewy's and only smoke with the Louis. What's up, G out there in Ohio? My fish. Louis Piscino.
Big body gore. Damn.
That was Mac Dre featuring the Louis Crew, Uninvited. Shout out to everyone in the Bay. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. Shout out to Thiz Entertainment, Thiz Nation. Shout out to Middle Insane down there at Thiz Latin, holding it down. The homie Lil Mac, homie Shiggity down there at Trill Music Group in the Bay. Big shout outs to them. But, you know, they're bringing the hyphy movement back. But, the next artist we're about to showcase on here is Ice-T. Now, I liked Ice-T because he combined both the West Coast and the East Coast sounds together. You know, he was born in New Jersey, had a lot of history in the East Coast, went out to the West Coast, was accepted out there, clicked up in South Central. So he was able to combine the sounds of both, which was rare, especially in the times when, you know, the East Coast and West Coast weren't really getting along like that. So it really put him at the top of the game as far as being versatile. And then, you know, I spoke on this when Zigzag was on the show. Spoke on this a couple other times as well about, you know, back in these days, gangster rappers were really about that shit. Like, it wasn't just people. You didn't have people like 6ix9ine out there claiming to be gangster and all that shit, not really doing shit, and then fucking just portraying something they weren't. You know, all these people, they were really talking about life experiences and shit they had seen or shit they had done or been around. Like, you know, I heard Lynch on the All Out show with Rude Jude talking about he at least has 75% truth to all his songs. Everyone's got that little 25% exaggeration to make it sell, but, you know, 75% of it's truth. And Ice-T, he was one of the realest ones out there. If you watch some of his documentaries or the behind the music specials about him, or even just do a little research on him online, he was one of the realest fucking ones out there really about that shit. Like, dude went from being a pimp to a gangster to a jewel thief. I don't know if I'm got it in the right fucking order, but, you know, he went all these different fucking directions. Pretty much conquered everything he could do in the streets, and then took that shit to the next level, got up out the streets, started making music. That shit started selling. Now he plays a fucking cop on Law and Order SVU. He's old and a little bit out of shape, but, you know, he's banging one of the baddest bitches on the fucking planet. They just had a baby, by the way. Congratulations to Ice-T and Coco Austin. Man, that Coco though. I would, you know what? I would trade my left nut to have her suck the right one. Like real shit. But we're gonna get into. We got Ice-T 6 in the morning. This is like. This right here is the fucking top gangster song out there. I think, man. It's like documents a day in the life of the average G. Check it out.
6 in the morning, police at my door. Fresh Adidas squeak across the bathroom floor. Out my back window, I'll make my escape. Didn't even get a chance to grab my old school tape. Mad with no music, be happy cause free. And the streets to a player is the place to be. Got a knot in my pocket weighing at least $1,000. Gold on my neck, my pistol's close at hand. I'm a self-made monster of the city streets. Remotely controlled by hard hip-hop beats. But just living in the city is a serious task. Didn't know what the cops wanted, didn't have time to ask. See my homeboys cooling way out. Told them about my morning cold, bugged them out. Shot a little dice till my knees got sore. Kicked around some stories about the night before. Posse to the corner where the fly girls chill. Threw action at some freaks till one bitch got ill. She started acting silly, said we would not quit. Call us all punk pussy, said we are one shit. As we walked over to her, hoe continued to speak. So we beat the bitch down in the goddamn street. But just living in the city is a serious task. Bitch didn't know it hit her, didn't have time to ask. Continue clocking freaks with immense posteriors. Rolling in a blazer with a Louis interior. Solid gold, the ride was raw. Bust the left turn was on Crenshaw. Shiny Shine was the driver, no nigga freaks hell. Had a beeper going off like a high school bell. Looked in the mirror, what did we see? Fucking blue lights, LAPD. Pig searched our car, their day was made. Found a Uzi 4-4 and a hand grenade. Threw us in the county, high-powered block. No freaks to see, no beats to rock. Didn't want trouble, but the shit must fly. Squabble with the sucker, shanked him in the eye. But just living in the county is a serious task. Nigga didn't know what happened, didn't have time to ask. Back on the streets after 5 in the deuce. 7 years later, but still had the juice. My homeboy Hen G put me up on the track. Told me E's rolling villain, BJ's got the sack. Bruce is a giant that sees clocking dough. Bebop's a pimp, my old freak's a hoe. The batter ram's rolling, rocks are the thing. Life has no meaning and money is king. Then he looked at me slowly and Hen had to grin. He said, man, you out early, we thought you got 10. Opened up his safe, kicked me down with cold cash. Knew I would get busy, he didn't waste the ass. I bought a Benz with the money, the rest went on clothes. Went to the strip, start pimping the hoes. My hair grew long on my 7-year stay. When I got it done on my shoulders it lay. Hard from the joint, but fly to my heart. I didn't want trouble, but the shit had to start. Out with my crew, some punks got loud. Shotgun blast echoed through the crowd. 6 punks hit, 2 punks died. All casualties were applied to their side. Human lives had to pass just to talk a bunch of trash. We didn't know who they were, no one had time to ask. SWAT team leader yelled, hit the floor. Reached in my pocket, pulled my 44. Dove across the room, peeped out the window. 20 cops jumped behind a Pinto. Out the back door like some damn track stars. Broke down an alley, jumped into a car. Suckers didn't even see us, they must have been blind. Black wire touched red, the car was mine. We hadn't done nothing, but some suckers got shot. Hit the first turn, goddamn roadblock. Broke through the block and we did it fast. Cops would have shot us on sight, they wouldn't have took time to ask. The rollers gave chase at a serious speed. One more conviction was all I need. This shit was for real, it was no lie. boys had to pin the shit on somebody. And me and my crew, we were known to get ill. We carried heat for protection, but not to kill. We bust a corner doing 61 police cars spun. And all I was thinking was murder one. Must have moved into an alley and did it right. And me and my crew were gone into the night. Broke to my old ladies who threw me a bath. She didn't even know what happened, didn't care, didn't care. We made love like crazy on top of the sheets. This girlie was my whirly, a natural freak. She ran her tongue over each and every part of me. Then she rocked my Amadeus while I watched TV. A technician with a mission, that's what she was. If there had been a crowd, she would have gotten applause. This girl did everything on earth to me that could be done. Then she backed off and teased me so I couldn't come. Then she cold got stupid, pushed me on the floor. Had me begging to stop while I was screaming for more. After she waxed my body, she let me crash. She knew what loving was death. She didn't waste time to ask. Up the next morning feeling good as hell. Sleeping with a girlie show beats the cell. Hit the boulevard in my AMG. Hoes catching whiplash trying to glimpse the tea. Ring on my mobile, yes, cellular. Got to have a phone when I'm in my car. Was my homeboy red, some say he's insane. Broke his bitch jaw for smoking cane. Told me to meet him at the airport. Said he's jumping bail, said he just left court. Caught the first thing smoking in a serious dash. We didn't know where we were going, didn't care, didn't ask. Fell asleep on the plane and so did he. Woke up chillin' in NYC. Called up my posse when I got there. Hit the Latin Quarter in Union Square. Rooftop Devil's Nest, the rest we passed. Back door to Palladium just for class. About 4 a.m. we crashed the Deuce. We never catch static cause my boys got juice. Deuced it to the Bronx to rest our heads. Where a shootout jumped off, 9 people lay dead. It sounded like it happened with a Mac 10 blast. But it was 6 in the morning, we didn't wake up to ask.
That was 6 in the Morning by Ice-T. That right there, one of the coldest motherfucking old school songs out there. But this next one we're going to get into, some of y'all may have heard of him, some may not have. This artist, I think he didn't get enough notoriety when he got put on by Short. I'm not saying that's Too Short's fault, I'm just saying he got put on by Too Short, but he didn't really get enough notoriety when he came on the scene. He dropped his album Game Related. That got distributed all over California, many other places. And, you know, it was a hard-ass fucking album. I've mentioned before, you know, back in those days, back in the 90s and shit, and even in the early 2000s, we didn't really... I mean, you could steal music in the early 2000s from the internet, but you're gonna give your computer AIDS from fucking using LimeWire. So, like, a lot of times, if we wanted to steal some music, we went down to whatever store had the music and physically stole that shit. Stay in school, kids. But, so, when I first discovered this dude, I was probably, I don't know, I want to say like 12 years old. I was on my little fucking rebellion stage, pissed off at the world. And I go into different thrift stores because I knew they didn't have no security shit that went off when you walked out of the store. And if you went to the right ones in the hood, you could find rap CDs and rap fucking cassettes and shit. I got this dude's fucking cassette tape, the cassette version of Game Related. Got that shit, walked out with it in my pocket, put it in. I had the cassette Walkman. Remember those that had the FM, AM, and then you could listen to TV channels on it, your local stations on like rabbit ears, but you could just listen to it without the fucking picture. And then it had the cassette on that shit. Had one of those. I was listening to this shit on there, and it was the hardest motherfucking cassette tape I think I've ever stole. So this is one of the songs on there. I got another song on the playlist from here that we're gonna do tonight, but this is one of the, I think, one of the best songs on the fucking whole album. It's J-Dub featuring Spice One and Too Short. Shout out to the big homie Spice One.